there is things that's going to happen. There's going to be mistakes, there's going to be mishaps, but at the same time, you should never submit your assignments late, nor should you be working on your assignments at 11 o'clock when it's due at 11:59.
Yeah, check it. I was thinking, should I do this for the gram? Oh no, turn it loud, pump this in your stereo. Fire my bones and you know the flow's cold. Ducking down souls when you see us on the road. Packs of the
Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin', what's good? It's your girl itstolz, and we're back again with another video. But before we get right into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Cause what? Cause you already know the vibes. Yes sir. So today, you guys, I'm gonna be doing a video on things that I wish I knew before I started college. As you may or may have not known, I've completed my first year, my freshman year in college, and I'll be going into my sophomore year in college. And the specific college I'm talking about is the University of Maryland, College Park, which I'm very excited of. So yeah, I'm gonna be telling you guys a couple of things, I think it's like 5 or more things that I wish I knew about college before I entered in freshman year. So yeah, let's get right into this video. So I have my little notebook with me where I have a list of things, and the first thing that I put down is that people are more friendly than you actually think. So I know, like, I feel like when I was in like middle school, high school, a lot of students who were in college at the time, who I was friends with or who I was always around, would always say like, oh my gosh, when you get to college, like a lot of professors are really mean, really strict and everything like that, and it's gonna be so hard, and you know, professors are just gonna be really tough on you. They're not gonna understand, like, you're like, if you miss a deadline, that's it. Like, you know, they don't take it back. Even like in high school, a lot of teachers will always do that, and I feel like it's kind of like a silly, like, toxic game that a lot of teachers would do, because a lot of teachers would say, if you don't get it into me by next class or by 11:59, then, you know, I'm gonna fail you, blah 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 blah, it's not gonna work out. And they'll always be like, you can't do this in college, because in college, if you don't stick to the time, if a professor says something is due at 11:59 and you don't turn it in by 11:59, then that's it, you're gonna fail the entire like class and everything. So I know, like, coming in, I was like really scared about that, but for the most part, most of the professors I've had are very lenient on the fact that, okay, I understand. Plus, this is a whole like quarantine type of situation, so like there is things that's gonna happen. There's gonna be mistakes, there's gonna be mishaps, but at the same time, you should never submit your assignments late, nor should you be working on your assignments at 11 o'clock when it's due at 11:59. Everybody's really nice because everyone's trying to get to know you, everyone's trying to see who you are, everyone's trying to plug you into certain places. As long as you're hanging around, as long as you're around a certain, you know, a good set of people, and as long as you're bringing out a good vibe to people. People are actually nice in college. Like, no one is mean, no one is gonna rip off your head. Like, you're gonna be fine, everything's gonna go really well. Like, you know, I was really scared coming in a little bit. I just had a little bit of fear, like, okay, like, you know, like things might be a bit scary, like what's going on, but in reality, it's actually not like that. Like, everyone's really nice for the most part. You know, you are gonna see some people who are kind of a bit like stuck up or whatever, and not the most friendly of people, but honestly speaking, a lot of those people, some people, you'll just have them for one class during that one semester and you will never see them again. The next thing I wish I knew before coming to college was, just because you are online or off campus does not mean you can't be involved, and it doesn't mean you're gonna miss out. I know, like, being because I came in during the time of like quarantine, online school, Zoom classes, and all that stuff like that. I know, like, there was a couple, like, you know, there was people who were able to go on campus, but because all of my classes were online, I didn't see the reason to spend that amount of money to stay on campus, when I know in reality I could have just stayed at home. I have my own room, I get food, so it kind of made more sense. But a part of me was really scared because I thought, okay, I'm gonna miss this whole freshman experience. There's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna be making friends, a lot of people who are going to be getting involved in a lot of different stuff on campus and everything, and I'm gonna miss out on all of that. But in reality, almost all of the people, a lot of people who were involved in extracurriculars and making friends were doing it online on Zoom. So honestly speaking, you're not missing out on anything. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I was just like, bro, at the end of the day, like, literally a week in, I was like, what was I complaining about? Because honestly speaking, a lot of the things that they had in person, they had it online. So it didn't make sense. Even if I was on campus, the only experience I'll be getting is staying in my dorm and staying in my dorm only, and probably going out to get food. Number 3, most professors are actually considerate and really nice. And this is basically like what I was talking about when I said like professors are actually pretty nice, because first of all, the professors aren't gonna kill you. Like, the professors understand, like, you know, we're in the middle of a whole pandemic. Like, they're not gonna harm you, they're not gonna kill you just because you submitted your assignment at 12 o'clock when it was due at 11:59. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling you to go and submit late assignments, nor am I telling you to submit assignments 2-3 days later, because I don't do that, so I'll never advise that. But at the end of the day, if you could just communicate with your professors, then it will be okay. Like, nothing's gonna happen, it's gonna be fine. Like, having that active communication with your professor is the best, like, you know, option for you as an incoming freshman. Just taking those tips of, you know, going to office hours, sending your professor's email. But most of the professors that I've had the privilege of meeting are pretty considerate professors who, you know, haven't taken off late work. I don't usually submit late work anyways, but most of my professors have been really nice, very interactive with their students. So just understand, professors are actually really considerate as long as you present your case well and you're actively participating and they know who you are. The 4th tip that I have for you guys is, it's not a race to the finish line, it's your journey. So this is something that's actually very important to me, because I know coming in, especially coming into the University of Maryland, I had this perceived knowledge of the University of Maryland. I always assumed that because I think of the University of Maryland as something prestigious to me, you know, in a sense, like, you know, it's a top school in, you know, Maryland and everything like that. And I've always thought about it as like only the best of the best go to school, like blah 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 blah, like, oh my gosh, you have to be on top of your game and everything like that. And I remember coming in and, like, you know, I'm trying to do certain things and other people are trying to do certain things, especially as a pre-med student. It was really like hectic for me, because a part of me was like, okay, a lot of, you know, people who are kind of going on the same timeline as me are taking these certain science classes right now, but I'm not taking those science classes right now. I'm taking all my gen eds to knock those out, so then later on I can take those science classes. And then, you know, it started to make me feel a bit should I say inferior in a sense, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna be behind. So coming in the first semester, I was just thinking about being behind, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be behind. When in reality, we all have our different races in this situation. Like, it's not a race, no, it's not a competition. Like, you're gonna graduate 4 years in the next, you know, in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, however long it takes you. But my plan is to graduate within 4 years. And if if the way it's going to be organized is going to be different from the original standard, the original way that a lot of professors, a lot of other students may do it, then it's going to be different. But all I know is that I will graduate in class of 2024 in 4 years, just like everybody else, just like a lot of people who I came in with. So that's not an issue. Finally, the last thing I have to tell you guys, if you made it this far, you can most definitely conquer it. You can most definitely continue on. Hashtag imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is something that happens to a lot of people, and a lot of people might not understand what it is, but it's just basically that, like, you know, that thing, you know, that thought that comes to your head when you've accomplished so many great things, you've had so much accomplishments, and then you're now at this, you know, bigger place, you're at this bigger thing that you know you're ready to conquer. But then that thought creeps into your mind, is making you like, oh no, you can never do this, like, you can't do this. And that's honestly what I was dealing with coming in my first semester, you know, before my first semester, before I even clicked accept for this, you know, to come to the University of Maryland, I was really scared. I was so scared. And a mentor of mine, like, I was literally on the phone with her. She literally was the one who pushed me to, like, you know, click accept and accept my seat into one of the biofire research honors program and everything like that, and to come to University of Maryland, because I was literally shaking and, like, super scared, and I was crying because I was like, I don't think I can do this. You know, a part of me was so scared. I was so shocked on how I even got accepted into University of Maryland, because it was just like, how did this even happen? Like, my SAT wasn't the cutest, but my grades, my stats, and everything else I had to show for it, like, those were on point by the grace of God. But I was still confused on how I even got accepted in the University of Maryland. I thought it was a mistake. I was expecting a letter to come in and say, hey, hun, like, we sent you they accept this letter by mistake, you actually got rejected. Like, that's what I was really expecting, because I was like, yeah, like, I have the stats, I was in, you know, I was top of my class and everything like that, but I just don't think I can do that school. I don't think I have what it takes, and that's what was really bothering me a lot. And then when I got accepted into the University of Maryland, and then I got accepted into the Biofire Early Research Program, which is like an honors program on campus, I was beyond scared, because I was like, what? Like, what's going on here? What's happening? Why are they accepting me into this? What's this? And I was so scared, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna settle for this other school that a lot of people are going to. I'm just gonna settle because they're showing me a lot of money. I'm just gonna settle for that. And I didn't like that school. I didn't want to go to that school. I swore to myself I would never go to that school, but I was really about to push myself to that school, just because I had this thought in my mind that if I come to the University of Maryland, I was going to fail. And that's just something I was dealing with. And it was like, I know within myself I can do it. I know I can do it. But something within me was just like, girl, if you go, you're gonna fail. And I literally believed it. I believed I was gonna fail. I believed I was going to, like, you know, disappoint myself, disappoint my family, just, you know, be a disgrace. Like, that's literally what I thought. And that's what imposter syndrome does to you. Like, and it happens to a lot of people who do achieve a lot of things in their life, who are very confident in themselves and what they're doing. It creeps in, like, you never really know. It just creeps in all of a sudden, but God forbid, you know. But, like, I was really dealing with that, and like I said, my mentor really helped me on the phone that day, and she was just like, girl, you done did it. You've did everything you've had to do. God has helped you and pushed you to this very moment, and you don't want to accept the seat because of what? You just assume, like, you can't do it. Like, she was like, girl, we're all rooting for you. Like, there's no way you can do it, and you need to believe in yourself. Never allow those stupid thoughts that the devil tries to send to your mind to affect you to the very point that you miss out in a certain blessing. Because honestly, I could say coming to the school has been a blessing for me. You know, I thought I was gonna regret it, but I just love every single second of it, and I just thank God that I came to the school. And I thank God for my mentor who I was on the phone with that day, because she literally, like, she could hear and see that I was literally crying, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have what it takes to do this. And she just made me believe in myself and made me understand that if you actually want to do this, you will do this. And you should never allow, you know, your SAT score or anything else as small as that determine whether or not you're gonna make it in this life. That's basically it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was short enough. I hope you guys were able to get a couple of things out of it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or if you want to see an in-depth video about certain tips and tricks and stuff about college and everything, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll most definitely bring it to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video.